Ayan, DC Motors. Tapos na natin yung ating module 1, which is tawag dyan, DC generators. Okay. So today we move forward to DC motors. So ano ba yung DC motor? So a DC motor is similar in construction to a DC generator. So parehas lang. So if you have a DC generator, it will run as a DC motor when your windings, field and armature windings are connected to a source of direct current. So kung nakakonekta sa isang source yan, okay, yung ating DC generator nakakonect sa isang source or supply, okay, it will run now as a DC motor. So we proceed now to the induced EMF of the armature. So yung induced EMF on DC motor, same concept yan on the generated EMF doon sa DC generators. So that is the same concept. So again, ang ating formula again, di ba? For the back, this is now E sub B, or that is the back EMF. Okay. Our formula is the same for generated EMF in DC generators. So that is PNZ flux over 60A. And then we can solve for EB, that's equal to VS, your supply voltage, minus IARA. That is your armature current and resistance respectively. Okay, so parehas pa rin yung formula natin for DC motors. So kasi ito ay basically DC generator pa rin, but with a nakakonect siya sa supply. Okay, we have VS. So the same pa rin yung ating number of armature current paths. Okay, same pa rin yan for lap winding, that is equal to MP, and then for a wave winding, that is equal to 2M. Okay, so same pa rin yung concepts natin for DC motors. Okay, so example tayo. So we have a 6-pole simplex lap wound armature having 720 conductors, rotates in field of 20.35 milliweber. If the induced armature voltage is 420 volts, so what is the motor speed? So ang tanong sa atin is motor speed. Okay? So ang given, we have poles. Okay, 6 poles yan, yung P. And then simplex. Okay, so simplex. So yung M natin is 1. Okay. And then we have 720 conductors. That is A. And then it rotates in field of 20.35 milliweber. So 20.35 milliweber, that is the flux per pole. So we have ito. And then we have your induced armature voltage. So that is your EB. Okay, yung 420. So yung A natin, di ba, MP. So meron tayong number of poles na rin. So we can solve for A. And then ang kulang natin, yung hinahanap sa atin, which is yung N. Ito yung tanong, yung N. Okay, so by algebra, okay, yung N natin magiging equal to 60 times your EB times A all over P Z flux. Okay, so yun yung formula natin for finding N or the motor speed. And then substitute lang natin yung values. Okay, so 60 constant times 420. Ito yan, yung armature voltage. Times yung A. O yung A natin ito. We have A plus is equal to MP. Okay. O yung M natin, simplex, di ba? That is 1. Yung P is 6. We have 6 poles. All over P, 6. Times 720, which is yung Z. Times yung ating flux. So we have 0.02035 Weber. Okay? Parehas yan dito sa 20.35 milliweber. So pag ginawa mo siyang Weber, so magiging 0.02035. So calculator yan. solve sa calculator. So we will have 1,720 RPM. Okay? So parehas lang yung concept natin for DC motor doon sa DC generator. Okay? So since motor ito, okay? So it produces mechanical action. So meron tayong tinatawag na torque. Okay? May tinatawag tayong torque. So I think familiar na kayo sa torque. So ulitin natin siya. Yung torque, that is the measure of how much force is acting on a rotating object. So yun yung puwersa natin, yung torque. And then the gross torque is the torque developed by the armature. So we have these formulas in here for your torque. So first formula natin, we have your P is equal to E times EB times IA. Okay, so this is using power formula natin. Okay, volts times amperes lang yan, di ba? So EB times IA. Yung EB natin again is back EMF. And then IA is armature current. And then may isa pa tayong formula ginagamit for P, power. Okay? So we have this formula. I think sa ano to, meron to sa strength of materials or sa mechanics of deformable bodies. So P is equal to 2 pi NT over 60. Take note, yung N natin dito is the speed of armature rotation in RPM. And yung T natin na nandito is the torque in Newton meters. Okay. And then, parehas na P ito, di ba? Parehas na P yung dalawang equations. So, we can have this formula. Ito na. So, we have EB times IA is equal to 2 pi NT over 60. And then, para masolve yung torque, you just use algebra concepts para masolve natin yung T. So, we combine these formulas, okay? May mga formula tayo dyan. Okay, so we can now solve for the torque. So, the final formula for the torque, ito na siya. So, we can solve torque. That's equal to P times Z. Okay, Z is the number of windings or number of conductors times flux times your IA, armature current, over 2 pi A. Your A is the number of parallel paths. Okay? So, ito yung formula natin for the torque. And then, syempre, once your assembly on the motor is done, pag na-assemble na yung motor, syempre, hindi natin mababago na yung number of poles. Hindi na mababago yan. Same with the number of armature windings and also number of parallel paths. Hindi na mababago yan. So, they will become constant. Okay, constant na yan. Yung P, Z, tsaka A. Okay? So, kung constant na yung A, number of poles, tsaka yung number of windings or conductors, and then, syempre, yung 2 pi is also constant. Okay? So, ang pwede natin i-vary na lang sa parameter ng iyong DC motor is the flux and the armature current. Ito na lang pwede natin baguhin for a DC motor. So, since yun lang mababago natin, on our formula, we have IA times flux times A constant. So, ito yung constant natin. Okay? Yung K. That is the torque. Okay? So, kapag meron tayong kino-compare na two motors, okay, pag binago natin itong either parameter, okay, so we can solve for the new torque produced by the motor. So, you have T2, and then the old torque, T1. So, that's equal to IA2 over IA1 times Phi2 over Phi1. So, ano siya? Directly proportional. So, kapag tumaas yung ating armature current, tumataas din yung ating torque. Same with the flux. Pag tumaas yung flux natin, okay? Pag tumaas yung flux natin dyan, tataas yung ating torque. So, ano siya? Directly proportional yung relationship. Pag tumaas yung current mo in the armature, taas din ang torque. So, mas malakas yung force. Same with increasing the flux. Kapag bumaba naman yung dalawa na yan, pag bumaba yung iyong armature current, it will also lower the torque. And same with the flux. Bababa yan. Okay. We also have another definition. Kanina we have defined gross torque and the torque. Now we have shaft torque. So the shaft torque is the torque available for useful work. So this is for the useful work. That is called shaft torque because this torque is available at the shaft of your DC motor. The horsepower, okay, the horsepower obtained using the shaft torque is what we call the brake horsepower or BHP. Okay. So if your torque is in Newton meter, your formula for P, okay, power, the P in here is power. So we have 2 pi NT over 44760. Or the unit of P, power, is in horsepower. Take note of this. And if your T is in foot-pound or pound-foot, your P is equal to 2 pi NT over 33,000. Again, torque, your power is in HP or horsepower. So take note, only the denominator changes its value. So if we have Newton meter, your value for the denominator is 44,760, while if your T is in pound-foot, your denominator is now 33,000. So take note of this conversion. This is from your basic EE. We have 1 HP is equal to 746 watts, and that's equal to 0.746 kilowatts. Okay. So let's solve an example for the torque. First, example number 2. The armature of a DC motor runs at 1,200 RPM, carries 45 amperes in current. Okay, so take note, that is on the armature. If the back EMF is 130 volts, what is the torque developed by the armature? So from the formula above, okay, so we have this one. Okay. 60. We have used another formula, this one, I think. We have used this. Okay, we have used this formula. So we have EB times IA, since ang given is the back EMF and the armature current. Okay, this is the given. So from the problem, okay, this is your IA. Okay, this is IA, and then we have your back EMF, this one, 130 volts. So we have used the formula, EB times IA is equal to 2 pi NT over 60. Okay, so we use that formula and then solving for torque. So the formula is 60 times EB times IA over 2 pi N. And then we substitute the values. So 60 times 130 times 45, okay, IA, over 2 pi times your N. N is the speed. Okay, this is 1,200 RPM. So our answer for the torque is 46.55 Newton meter. Okay, and then we also have another example. So in a 4-pole DC shunt motor, okay, we have a simplex wave wound armature. It has 650 conductors. The flux per pole is 30 milliweber. So calculate the armature torque when the armature current is 40 amperes. So on this part, we have used this formula. T is equal to PZ flux times IA over 2 pi A. So we have used this since ang given is we have the 4-pole, okay, that's 4P. And then we have your number of conductors, 650 Z. And then we have the flux per pole, 30 milliweber. And then we have the armature current of 40 amperes. Okay, so given lahat yan. And then for A, okay, we consider A is equal to 2M. Since your motor is wave wound. Okay, wave wound yung kanyang armature. So we have A is equal to 2M. And then we substitute that to the formula with the given. So 4 times 650 times 0.03, that is 30 milliweber, times 40 armature current over 2 pi times A is 2M, so 2 times 1. So we now have 248.28. Okay? So may question kayo dito sa first part natin? Madali pa lang. Wala. Okay, so, ang ano natin dito again, ang concept naman natin, di ba, halos parehas lang for DC DC generator tsaka DC motor. So same lang siya. Okay. Okay. So we now proceed to the next. So medyo mabilis tayo ngayon kasi parehas na lang ang concepts. Okay, so power losses and efficiency ng isang DC motor. So same lang yung power losses. So the power losses is similar of a DC motor to a DC generator. So we refer the formulas of power losses doon sa nakaraan natin discuss kahapon. So again, efficiency is the ratio of the power output to the input power. So we have P out over P in, but in DC motors, since we do not know the power output, we use the power input. So yun ang alam natin. Kasi we supply voltage to the motor. We supply power to the motor. So ang alam natin is the input power. Okay? The input power yung alam natin. So the input power minus P losses over P in. Ito yung ating formula for DC motors na efficiency. We use of the input power instead of the output power which we used for DC generators. Okay. So efficiency is also 1 minus P losses over P in. So we can use this formula or this formula. So later solve tayo ng problem on that. Okay, so types ng DC motor, same pa rin yan. Basically, 5 pa rin yan. We have the separately excited motor, and then we have the series motor, shunt motor, long shunt compound motor, and the short shunt compound motor. So 5 pa rin yon. So same pa rin ang analysis natin. So for separately excited motor, okay, so ito yung equivalent circuit diagram. So we have your VS, supply voltage yan, and then your IS, your current in the supply side. And then we have again your so kung nakaraan yung nandito sa battery natin na nandito is the generated EMF or E. So dito on motors, we have E sub B, or that is the back EMF. And then RA, armature winding resistance. Okay, so the same again. IS is equal to IA. And then EB is equal to VS. Take note, minus IARA. So ito yung mga formulas natin. So you just take note of the formulas for the separately excited motor. So ito yung example. Madali lang naman yung example natin. Same lang sa nakaraan. Okay? So next is the shunt motor. So ganun pa rin ang itsura yung shunt motor. So that your shunt, your field winding is connected shunt or parallel, okay, to your supply. So we have your supply VS, then we have your shunt winding resistance, then your armature winding resistance, and your back EMF. So we solve for E sub B, okay, we solve for E sub B. So, loop tayo dito sa side na to. Okay, dito yung loop niyan. Okay, so we have E sub B is equal to Vs minus IARA. So, minus yung formula natin for DC motor. And then, to solve for ISH, so ISH, di ba? So we have Vs over RSH, and then yung IA is equal to IS minus ISH. Wait lang. Check ko lang mamaya. Sige. Okay, so yun. So sa IA tayo. So IA is IS, okay? IS supply minus your ISH is a shunt. So memorize lang natin yung mga formulas natin for shunt motor. Okay? So yun lang yung mga formulas natin. Nadali lang yung mga formulas natin. So dito tayo mag-solve. Take note, in a shunt motor, the flux is assumed constant at any loading. So if not specified to vary. So constant yan siya kapag hindi sinabi yung flux. Okay? So let's try to solve a problem for this one. So DC shunt motor takes 30 amperes from a 230 volt main. Okay, so if the shunt resistance is 160 ohms and the armature resistance is 0.4 ohms, and then the total constant losses are 700 watts. We have the term again, constant losses for 700, that is 700 watts. So solve for the back EMF of the motor and the efficiency of the motor. So, yung binabanggit dito sa first sentence, the DC shunt motor takes 30 amperes from a 230 volt main, okay? That is on the supply side. So we have your Vs, 230 volts, and Is is 30 amperes. And then, nabanggit dito shunt resistance, okay, 160 ohms. So this one. And then, armature resistance, 0.4 ohms. So, given na yan, so we can also solve for the back EMF, EB. Okay. So, solve natin muna yung EB, ISH. Okay, may formula tayo doon kanina. Vs over RSH. So, 230 over 160. So, we have 1.4375. And then, after that, we have IA is equal to IS minus ISH. So, IS is 30, okay, 30 amperes, minus ISH, 1.4375. So, this is equal to 28.5625 amperes. And then, we solve for the back EMF. May formula tayo ulit. Vs minus IARA. So, this is 230 minus 28.5625 times 0.4. So that's equal to 218.575 volts. Okay, so may tanong kayo dito? So the first part. So take note nyo lang na ha, yung formula natin for EB is ano na siya? Vs minus IARA. So same lang naman din na siya na concept. Okay? So let's proceed to efficiency. So binigay na yung total constant losses na 700 watts. So that is the P-stray losses. Okay, P-stray. So 700 watts. And then we compute for PCU. So since this is shunt motor, so we have only shunt, ISH, and your armature. So we have IA squared RA plus ISH squared RSH. And then we what we call that? We substitute. So we have 28.5625 squared times 0.4. That is for RA. And then plus 1.4375 squared, your ISH times 160 ohms. Ito. So that is equal to 656.9516 watts. So once we have obtained PCU, we can solve for the total losses. So i-add natin yung P stray 700 tsaka yung 656.9516. So yung total losses natin is 1,356.9516 watts. So this is the total losses. And then we solve the input power. So ang input power, power formula lang. So at the supply side, okay, VS times IS. So sabi natin 230 volts yung VS. And then yung ating IS is 30 amperes. So ang ating input power is 6,900 watts. And then apply tayo ng formula for losses, for the efficiency. So P in minus P losses over P in times 100%. Substitute. So 6,900 minus 13,000. I mean 1,356.9516 over 6,900 times 100%. So you will obtain 80.33. So may tanong for this DC shunt motor. So same lang ng ano natin, no? Same halos na ng concepts. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Oo, same lang naman ang concepts. Hindi siya. Okay? Sige. Doon tayo on the next series tayo. Series motor. So, kung makita nyo, halos same lang naman yung itsura din ng isang DC generator na series. So, we have your back EMF, EB, your RA, RSE, naka-series yan, and to your supply. This is your supply. Okay? So, since series, your IA is equal to IS, and then EB is equal to VS minus IA times RA plus RSE. So, magkakamukha yung mga formulas natin. Kaya lang, minus na yung sa DC motors. Okay? So, take note, in a series motor, the flux is proportional to the armature current. So, we have this formula. That is proportional to the square of your armature current. Okay? So, example, a 250 volt DC motor takes 30 amperes. So, ito, pag binanggit natin to, this is on the supply. So, 250 volts, that is the VS. And then, 30 amperes is the IS. And then, meron siyang sinabi that it runs at 900 RPM. The armature resistance is 0.25 ohms. And the series field resistance is 0.2 ohms. Calculate the back EMF of the motor and armature torque. So, dalawa pinapakalculate sa atin. Back EMF and the armature torque. So, napakadali i-compute ng ating back EMF. Okay, since equal yung IS sa IA. Okay. So, IA is also 30 amperes. Okay. So, EB, formula natin, VS minus IA times RA plus RSE. Okay, so VS to 50. Ito yan. Dito sa problem, given. And then minus 30. Ito yan, yung ating given na IS. That is also equal to IA. Times yung given natin na na resistances. 0.25 plus 0.2. So that is equal to 236.5 volts. Okay. And then we solve for the torque. So ito yung formula natin gagamitin, yung 60 times EBIA over 2 pi n. So we will use this since we are given the back EMF, na-solve natin yan, and the armature current. That is the given. So 60 times 236.5, ito yan, times 30, 30 amperes, yung ating IS, over 2 pi times N. Okay, nabigay yung N natin, which is the speed. Ito siya, 900 RPM. So, solving for that, torque, your torque, so ang unit ng torque is Newton meter. So, we have 75.28 Newton meter. So, any question for this series DC motor? May tanong kayo for this?
Wala po, sir. Wala, sir.
Madali pa lang. Madali lang siya, no? Basta natapos natin yung generator talaga. So, naalala ko nung nagturo din ako nito, na-master na nila yung sa generator. Pagdating ng mga motor, easy na lang. Ano rin yun noon summer ko naturo siya. 2018. Okay? Nadalian din sila ng time na yan. So ngayon, let's proceed dito tayo sa mga compound motors natin. So, compound motors, unahin natin yung long shunt. So, the long shunt, okay, ito yung figure natin. So, nakakonect pa rin. So, nakakonect yung ating series with the armature winding. Okay. So, our formulas for this one is we have ISH is equal to VS over RSH. And then IA is equal to IS minus ISH. And then EB is equal to VS minus IA times RA plus RSE. So, ito yung ating mga formulas for a DC motor na long shunt compound motor. Okay? So, example tayo. Ito yung gamit natin example. Ito yung ating magiging sample for long shunt compound motor. Okay, so yun. Example tayo. So, example, a long shunt compound motor draws 40 amperes from the 440 volts supply mains. Oh, may nakita siyang supply. So, itong 40 amperes is the IS supply and 440 volts, that is the supply voltage. Okay, so ito siya. And then, the shunt field resistance is 220 ohms. So, the shunt field, 220 ohms. And then, the series field resistance is 0.2 ohms. So, series field, this one. Ito. And then, armature resistance, 0.3 ohms. And then, if the core loss, okay, so given the core loss 1000 watts, take note, core loss, and the friction in windage loss is 500 watts. Find the back EMF of the motor, brake horsepower developed, or BHP, and the efficiency. Okay, so tatlong hanapin natin. Okay, on this problem, tatlo. So first, back EMF, and then BHP, and then efficiency. So, back EMF, same process of solving. We use the formulas above. So, ISH is equal to So ISH is equal to VS over RSH. So 440 volts over 220 ohms. So we have 2 amperes for ISH. And then to solve for IA, so IS minus ISH. So 40 minus 2 is equal to 38. And then we solve now for the back EMF. May formula tayo sa taas kanina. So we have VS minus IA times RA plus RSE. So we have 440 minus 38, okay, times 0.3 plus 0.2. So solving for that, so that is 421 volts. Okay. Sakto yan, 421 volts. Walang butal. Okay. So take note, for letter B, ang ating BHP na tinatawag or the brake horsepower, that is equal to the output of the motor at the shaft. Okay? Doon yan sa output ng motor. Okay. So, solve natin yung output ng motor. So, para ma-solve natin yung output, okay? So, to solve for the output, okay? So, P out. Okay. So, medyo, ano to? Wala akong dalang pen kasi ngayon. So, P out. So, yung P out natin, that is equal to your P in. Okay? P in minus your losses. P losses. Losses. So, losses to. Mga loss. Kung sulat na maayos yan. So, P out is equal to P in minus P losses. So, hanapin muna natin yung P in and then the P losses. So, P in, that is VS times IS. So, 440 times 40. So, we have 17,600 watts. And then, ang component ng losses natin is the copper losses and the stray losses. Okay? So, copper losses natin. So, since sa figure natin, yung ating IA, okay? Sa figure natin, yung IA, equal yan sa ISE. Okay? Equal yan. So, kaya, ang naging formula natin for PCU is IA squared times RA plus RSE. So, dalawa sila ng ating RSE. Since equal yung ISE sa RA, I mean sa IA. Plus ISH squared times RSH. So, IA is 38. Na-solve natin. 38 squared times 0.3 plus 0.2 plus 2 squared times 220 ohms. So, ang PCU natin is 1,602 watts. And then, nabigay doon sa problem, nasabi natin, the core losses is 1,000. Okay? PCO. And the friction and windage loss is 500. So, nabigay natin yan. And then, we can solve for the P-stray. Ang P-stray natin, di ba, is just the combination of the two constant losses natin, PCO and PFW. So, we have 1,500 watts. Okay? P losses constitutes of PCU and the P-stray. So, we have P out is equal to P in minus PCU minus P stray. So we have this 17,600 minus 1,602 minus 1,500. So we have 14,498 watts. And then siyempre, ang tatanong sa atin is the brake horsepower. So dapat ang unit niyan ay naka-horsepower. So to convert horsepower, okay, so we multiply this by 1 horsepower divided by 746 watts. So para ma-cancel yung watts na nandito. So matitira is the horsepower. So ang sagot natin is 19.43 horsepower. So may question kayo dito sa part na to? Sa pag-solve ng ating BHP? Brake horsepower?
Wala pa rin, sir.
Sige, kung kuan review lang natin yung i-review na lang yung video natin. Sige, last tayo, efficiency naman. So efficiency, nakuha na natin yung P out, 'di ba? Ito na yung P out na naka-watts. So, madali na lang siya kunin. So efficiency P out over P in times 100%. Since nalaman na natin yung P out, we can use this 14,498 over the input, 17,600 times 100%. So we now have this as efficiency. So pares-pares naman yan since your P out is equal to P in minus P losses, di ba? So we can use the P out since alam natin yung value ng P out. Okay? So yan yung ating pag-solve. Madali lang siya. Kasi alam natin yung P out. Okay, so last type ng DC motor. So same na lang din naman yung example natin dito. Hindi na mahirap. Hindi ko na i-discuss. So we have short shunt compound motor. So ang short shunt compound motor is ganun pa rin sa nakaraan. Same lang. And then ang formulas natin, meron tayong 4 formulas. So VSH is equal to VS minus IS times RSE. And then ISH is equal to VSH over RSH. And then IA is equal to IS minus ISH. And EB is equal to VSH minus IARA. So yan yung ating formulas. Okay. So, di ko na-discuss yung example. So, I leave that on you. Parehas lang naman din yung concepts niyan. Okay?